Subtrendy's tabletop gaming show. I'm Thomas, and I'm here today with Jess, Emily, and Andrew. And we are playing One Night Ultimate Werewolf / One Night Ultimate Vampire, I think? I don't know.
Werewolf, vampire, go.
Yeah, werewolf, there's vampires, werewolves, it's cool. So what we're doing today is, it's kind of a hidden roles game, and the point is for, if you're a villager, to kill one of the werewolves. If you're a werewolf, you don't want to die. And you don't want your fellow werewolves to die either. So each of us does have a role, which kind of makes it unique to other like werewolf, mafia style games. In addition, there is no player elimination. Like, if you die, the game's over anyway because somebody died. Mm-hmm. So
this game has ended in like screaming battles before.
Oh yeah, that's right. You might see one today. So today the people we have are. We have two werewolves, and what they're going to do, they go first, they wake up, they get to see who each other are. If there's only one werewolf, he'll get to look at one of these center cards, and that gives him an idea of what isn't out there, just a little bit more information for him. Otherwise, if there's two, they'll know, to a little bit, do some Illuminati stuff. There's a seer who gets to look at one player's card, or two of the center cards. Also a little bit of information revealed there. The witch can, this is getting kind of interesting, I didn't even do this on purpose, but the witch can actually look at one of these center cards. If she does, she gets to switch it out with one other player's cards.
But not her own. Well, I guess she wouldn't want to if you're the witch. Because you're
I'm not sure if she can do her own. We'll probably figure that out in a second here.
If you know, comment.
Yeah.
Tell us that we're wrong.
We'll figure it out. There's also two villagers who don't really do anything, like villagers do. And
just dumb idiots wandering through life.
Plebeians. And they're just kind of good hiding spaces because they don't do anything, so they don't really leave a track on the game. Mm. So it's a good place for the werewolves to hide. It's also a good place for one tanner to hide, if he wants to hide.
Have you described the tanner yet? I don't think you have.
I'm segueing.
Oh, okay.
It's a talking thing.
And, you wouldn't know about that, Andrew.
And the tanner is, it's kind of dark. He's like, he really hates his job and just wants to die. So he wins if he dies.
It's from breathing in all the fumes from the tanning equipment.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he's just kind of like, he wants to get voted off. So he's going to be trying to soak up those votes.
Yeah. Just a bunch of chemicals and shit.
I'm not going to go
nothing about tanning.
But that's just skinning stuff.
Oh.
It's not like a tanning bed, Andrew. It's not like they're like spraying on the tan, orange skin.
Are you a tanner? Let us know in the comments if you
cancer.
hate yourself and if you breathe in chemicals.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started. At the beginning, we each
I
have to
hate
look
this
at our
because
roles.
I'm like always the werewolf, so I'm always so nervous because I'm awful at it about what I'm going to be. I'm like, no one look at my face.
Alright.
I mean, as long as you don't give away your answer.
Now, the trick to this game is the role that you are right now may not be the role you are at the end of the game. It's the role that you are right now that determines your actions throughout the night phase. But the role at the end of the game determines whether you win or lose, basically.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and get started here.
Hey.
Everybody close your eyes.
Oh, I didn't. Are we going to look first?
We already did.
I missed it.
How did you? We just talked
I just
about
looked. We're good.
Alright, everybody close your eyes, Jess.
Remember, push your card to the front.
Yeah, push it to the side. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, is everybody supposed to close their eyes and push their card?
Jessica, Jesus Christ.
What a long night.
I'm gonna go make some coffee.
Okay.
Alright.
Joke aside.
So,
It's fine to
timer.
figure out where this werewolf
You want
is.
to throw a timer up?
Yeah, I got you. 3 minutes?
Yep.
Alright. So you got 3 minutes to figure out who...
Typically, the timer is kind of whatever you want it to be. Usually I do the number of players minus 1 minute.
I feel like it's a really good rule.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good job, Thomas.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Villager.
That's convenient.
That is
Just
convenient.
letting you guys know. Villager.
What were you, Emily?
Seer. I almost looked at his card. I didn't. I looked at these two.
What'd you see?
Werewolf, witch.
Okay, so at least one witch or werewolf is in there, and then the witch is in there.
Mm-hmm.
I also am a villager.
Oh, hi, friend.
Oh, hey, friendo.
Where are you, Thomas?
It's taking you a long time to think about what you are.
I was a werewolf.
So he's a tanner.
Smart.
I don't know why
Which
else
means
you
that
would
one
say
of you would
that.
be lying.
Not necessarily both werewolves could be in there.
Yeah, I know, that's what well... That's true.
They could be. But here's the thing, they aren't.
Because you're a werewolf?
No. But because I'm a werewolf.
Oh, no!
Because,
You just said you were. So what's going on there, Thomas?
because I'm a villager. And one of you already said you're a villager.
You're lying.
So somebody's lying. You think
Or
I'm
you're
lying?
lying.
I know I'm a villager.
I'm a villager.
Awkward laugh. I know I'm a villager.
See, I just said
I
I
don't
was a
believe
werewolf
either of
because
you.
I already heard 2 villagers and I wanted to see if maybe I could, shake things up.
I almost was like, I'm a witch, and I wanted to see who else would say I'm a seer. But I was like, but then if I seem like I'm lying too much, they're gonna vote for me. You know?
Okay, but we have 3 villagers here
So somebody's not a villager.
because there's only 2 in the deck.
Eeny, meeny,
So, you said you saw 1 werewolf in here, right?
Yeah, werewolf right there. Witch right here.
So if you're right, which I mean, I feel like we can kind of see
Yeah.
that you are, then the
I
werewolf would have flipped over one of these cards in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
which, assuming that there are 2 villagers out right now,
Mm-hmm.
means that what do we have left? The witch, villager, there's the tanner. Now what's interesting is the werewolf would not have seen a villager in the middle, right?
No.
So why would the werewolf say that they were a villager is kind of where I'm confused.
Because you always say you're a villager when you're a werewolf.
Yeah, you would. Yeah,
So it's like the scapegoat.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, what if we don't think anybody's the werewolf?
Then everybody votes to the left or the right. And it takes at least 2 votes to kill somebody.
Oh well, shit. So, but like,
Oh,
yeah, we gotta make a choice.
we gotta vote. All
Is
right,
that what
everybody-
that is? That was so
That's
fast.
All right,
Okay,
everybody vote. 3, 2, 1.
We
No
got
one
2
died.
votes on
2
Andrew.
on Andrew,
Two on Andrew.
1 on Emily, 1
One
on
on
Jess. Everybody flip.
Morons.
How?
Ah.
Bitches.
You were
Jess was
good.
the werewolf.
I was the werewolf.
Andrew and I villagers, Emily seer.
Thomas, you were so highly suspicious.
Thomas, what the fuck?
Like, I almost voted for you, but I was like, no, he's a tanner. Like, because you do
I
that
was
a
just
lot
trying
of
to
the
shake things
time.
up. What was I gonna do when you had said you were a villager? You had said you were a villager. If I was like, I'm a villager, I'm already suspicious.
Well,
at
no,
that
you're
point.
like, no, because I'm a villager, so one of you's lying.
My tactic was to just be pretty quiet and say, mm-hmm. When someone...
Which is exactly why I voted for you. But alright, next round. Alright, so for the next round we're going to play One Night Ultimate Vampire. And that adds a whole bunch of new roles and some new mechanics too. You can see here we've got our marks. And those are assigned during the dusk phase, which is a new phase that happens before the night phase. And the marks can kind of affect your allegiances, they can affect you various things. The cool thing about them is that you actually find out what your mark is before the night round, so they can kind of affect your night game a little bit more, add a little bit more strategy to it. So for this round, we're going to be playing with the vampire, who can assign Mark of the Vampire during the dusk round. And that's his only action.
And that changes their allegiance to vampire, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, I'll explain the
So,
marks when we're
yeah.
down here.
Okay, okay.
The Count, who assigns the Mark of Fear. Cupid, who assigns the Mark of Love. The Priest, who can assign marks of clarity. The Assassin, who assigns the Mark of the Assassin. The Seer is coming back again for this game. And the Pickpocket, who gets to switch his marks with one other players, and then gets to look at it. So for this round, we have these marks, and I've kind of explained who assigns what. Now, the Mark of the Vampire, if a player gets that and sees at the end of the dusk round that they have that, that means that they are a vampire for all intents and purposes.
Okay.
But they still get to do their night action if they have one, which the only person that has a night action in this round is the Seer.
Okay.
The Mark of Fear is you're still who you are, but you do not get to do your night action round. So if the Seer got that, they would just be nothing at that point, basically. Love is if 2 players have the love thing, the love mark, then if one of them dies, they both die. So that can really kind of affect the outcome at the end of the game.
Yeah.
If one of the vampires has that, for instance. Assassin is the assassin assigns that one, and the only way the assassin can win is if the person that he has his mark on dies. And then there is the mark of clarity, which is what we all start off with in default, and then the priest can assign those as well. And that just means that your mark means nothing. You are what your card is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Know your role.
Yep. All right. So we all, speaking of which, need to look at our cards, see what we are. Our default, like I said, is the clarity mark.
Okay.
All right, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So everyone, close your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Okay, so that's the end of the night round. Let's go ahead and
Play the bling game.
yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and set a timer on my phone. We'll give ourselves 3 minutes. Let's see if I can figure out timer here.
Swipe up from the bottom.
Oh yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so slow.
I still haven't
Bottom
updated my
third.
phone
There's a
yet.
calculator and a
Oh,
flashlight.
there we go. I'm learning how to use an iPhone
We
too.
get 5 minutes?
3.
Three. We're gonna get 3
3
minutes. Here we
3
go.
minutes. That's
Okay.
probably all we need.
Okay, so I figure out who's guilty.
Now this is interesting. Usually there's some sort of way to figure out who knows what. Was there a seer?
I was the seer.
Okay.
Okay. So what did you find
see?
out?
What did you see?
I saw the middle two, or these two cards. This is the pickpocket, this is the vampire, and I have clarity.
Okay.
How do you know that you have clarity?
Because I saw it before I drew these two
Oh,
cards.
okay, yeah, I guess.
At dusk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't really change. You're right. You're right.
I know, I checked because I was like, if I have fear, I can't do shit. So,
Was anyone the pickpocket?
So you said pickpocket and
pickpocket
Oh, that's
and
the pickpocket.
vampire.
Yeah.
I don't know what that guy is.
was anyone either of those?
Mm-mm.
I wasn't. So we can assume she's telling the truth. I think, right?
Who are you?
Maybe.
I was
Unless I was the count.
You're
You're
Cupid.
Yeah.
Who'd you give love to? Me and Thomas.
You gave me a lot of sweet love.
I did. But
Who is the assassin?
How do we know
that
that
could be the
assassin?
that could be the third one.
Could be.
It's not.
Did you get marked? So Thomas.
You got marked.
I got marked.
By the assassin. So Thomas has to be the assassin.
And you were marked, so that means if you die, Thomas wins.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the thing.
This is a weird circle.
I was the assassin.
Okay.
She's
were you
marked.
a vampire?
Oh,
Or
no.
you were the count?
I don't know.
You don't have to answer that question. I think that she kind of just answered that question.
I was wondering.
It's
I was
too
like,
hard.
I was like, I wonder if I just ask Emily if she'll say it.
It's too hard. It's not as easy
Okay,
as
so
So,
Emily is definitely the
We've
count.
got about a minute left. We got a minute.
Just
20
kill
seconds.
me. God, just do it.
Emily is
Are
definitely
we gonna
the
vote
count.
now?
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
would
For Emily?
technically win because you're an assassin.
You win.
Well, we all
Emily.
three of us win technically.
Actually, I
Cool.
lose.
Requiescat
Why do you
Pache.
lose? Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Suck it. Dead together.
Wait,
Danger
bad
and
Wait.
Mark the
line.
Vampire.
Well, oh
But
wait,
that's
no,
what I
you're.
was
Which
like, I don't
you
even
gave
know
him, I
what
guess,
to
right?
do. No, yeah.
Okay.
Forgot
I was
about
gonna say,
that.
if not, there was some other
You're
vampire
one
here.
sexy looking count.
I know, that big giant nose and those big bad ears.
Yeah.
So this was way too hard. Like, I'm sorry, no.
Sorry, America.
Sorry, America, this game is hard.
Does that have anything to do with the fact that you lost?
No, it has the fact to do with I didn't even know like how to lie in it. Like, how do you even start?
Yeah,
Like
it was
in
a little
Werewolf, you
harder.
can start to be like, okay, like I'm gonna lie.
There was,
right from
there,
the
was,
That's
get-go.
there were
kind
less
of-
like hiding spaces, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's my thing. I think I prefer werewolves, the first thing we played, just because I don't know how much I like the mark system. I think that it like gives too much away. I think you can deduce a lot more, where with just regular werewolves, there's a lot less to like go on.
That makes sense.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we will see you next week on the boardroom with more spoopy games. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
What's the movie where they're like, we're ghosts? Is it Beetlejuice?
I don't know.
Oh, there's a timer going off.
Oh, there you
We
go.
already
All right.
figured it out, phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tune in on Sunday for another episode of Sub Trending. and
Said it comes out at some point.
Set It comes
Wednesdays.
out. Yeah,
Wednesdays.
we got a new show. Check it out. It's
Wednesdays
called
at
Set
8
It.
p.m.
Yeah.
It's real fun.
We're ridiculous. Yeah,
That
it's
only is
fun.
real fun.
We have a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
GoFundMe.com/FunSomeTrendy. Help us get a new camera and new equipment so we can keep bringing you guys awesome material that we love making and you love watching.
I mean, even if you don't find us, we'll still make new material. Just won't look as pretty.
Yeah, but there are incentives. So if you like us and you want stuff from us, we can make that happen.
Yeah.
We can make that happen. You
Make
want
that
a
wing a
toe?
little
I
bigger.
can get you a toe.
I have just gained the ability to wink. Before I couldn't do it. I would just be like,
All right, see you next week.